kings, queens, royalty, and castles. And welcome to this connection with long-held memories. What your history retells of the past is always only partial. It doesn't reconnect to the emotional aspect, the invisible aspect, and it obviously always tells the story from one perspective. If you connect to the idea of a king or queen, or the people that live in a castle, or the idea of royalty, you connect to the supreme beings, the closest thing to God, the ruler, the energy that overrules and dictates. It is very difficult for humans to think of royalty with an open heart or with neutrality. Because for that you would need complete trust in another human being to know what is best for you and what is best for all. And unfortunately, this is not the case with humanity. It is not the case, and not possible to be the case, for a population that holds secrets and that does not live through authenticity and transparency. But most of all, it is not possible because individuals do not trust themselves to have their best interest at heart. So what can you make of royalty? How can you aspire to be the king, queen, sovereign of your life when you do not think highly of that role, of that position? It makes it impossible to aim for divinity, to aim for sovereignty, because you do not trust sovereign. For kings, queens of your time, the position they are held in is, we shall say, biased. Their role has been distorted, and they cannot even be viewed as fair or unfair because they have been placed as intermediate or as, we shall say, puppets, and their role is deformed. And what we seek from you today and for the future is to not see people as the role they play, but to recognize the essence of what they represent. Go back to the essence, go back to the heart of the message they embody. And whether you perceive with your human mind that they are not playing the role as you would, or otherwise, just connect to your heart and remember what they represent. Carrying the crown, carrying a leadership role of any kind is not an easy position. Hence, not many people take them on. You are called to be those leaders, those kings and queens. You are called to be commanders. It is all a synonym. It simply means standing strong in your center, in your heart, and looking at the world through the eyes of your heart. Whether you see yourself as a good or bad parent, good or bad grandparent, good or bad daughter or son, brother, sister, wife, husband, you are still those things. But in essence, you are doing magnificent in your role. All you are doing is judging your actions, judging your alignment. It is the same for when you look on the outside to other people in their role. Is it necessary to judge? Is it useful to judge? Or is it better to return to the neutrality of the heart and to understand where they come from, what they have been selected for, and to cheer them on to do better, to cheer them on to reconnect to their heart, than to look at them with pity or disapproval. Because in this way you look at yourself with pity and disapproval. These words are not meant to be harsh. They are meant to explain the point of neutrality and the importance of reaching for the highest positioning, for the king, for the queen, for the royalty positioning. We invite you today, now, in the days and weeks and months to come, to start your day by putting on your crown. Become the highest positioning and elevate all others around you through that positioning. This is what we wish to share about kings, queens, royalty, and castles.